Right, Day Shift.
Day Shift.
Rob, do you like Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, I think he's right.
Yeah.
I think I was trying to think, does he always play cool badasses? But he doesn't, does he? Because in is it Collateral, that one when he's the taxi driver, he doesn't do that,
Yes,
and then he plays nerdy electric. So yeah, I quite like him. I'm not like a massive fan of his, but anything he's been in, I think he's been all right. Yeah, so I'm fine. Baby Driver is good in that.
Yeah. Well, he's horrible in that, isn't he? So this came out, didn't have any expectations as to what I was going to be watching apart from the trailer I'd seen. And it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. And do you know what? I enjoyed it just fine for what it is.
Well, I saw it, it's Jamie Foxx is hunting vampires. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's like a directed Netflix film, also starring Snoop Dogg. And I just thought, I'm not that bothered about this. But someone's watching this afternoon, actually.
Yeah.
And I missed the first 10 minutes of it, but the second 10 minutes that I saw of it made me sit down and watch the rest of the film with him.
The first 10 minutes is him killing a granny vampire.
And I assume, which would explain the plot bit afterwards, which is why, someone's out to get him, and a bit with a cheese wire thing. So I missed those bits. Well, I can be able to watch that first 10 minutes, I might do. But I suppose, no hype. It does make a difference, doesn't it? You've got no hype, no expectation, just going into the living room and going, oh, there's a film on. But this got that little bit of comedy horror vibe like Zombieland, I suppose.
Yes, yeah, very much
bit
so.
Of the mismatched double act, a little bit like, I suppose, I'm stretching this a bit, but maybe Men in Black. You've got the seasoned guy who doesn't want a partner and is annoyed with the young new partner who is
by the book. It's Dragnet, isn't it, or something? It's by the book, isn't he?
Yeah, and
it's got that.
Yeah, the chemistry was good between that. What's it, James Franco,
Dave Franco, isn't it?
Dave Franco.
It's got that thing, isn't it? And I don't even know how I'm going to describe this. There's a different style. So we're talking about Predator on the last episode, how the stunt work then. Nowadays, you've got this really kinetic stunt work. So if somebody falls down the stairs, they don't just fall down the stairs. They fall down the stairs, hit their neck on the banister, and then they fall backwards so their arms are cracked behind. It's so very sort of like ramped up to 11.
I think it's just... Yeah, some of it is because every time someone gets hit by a shotgun, they're flying everywhere, they've got kicked and the body goes spinning off and stuff. It's like some sort of like computer game Street Fighter reactions to being hit and punched and stuff. So it's a bit crazy. Yeah, the vampires have got things that they get shot and they kind of flip in the air depending on where they've got shot, and then they sort of land on their neck and their body snaps, and like the body's all a bit contortionist, aren't they? And so they're doing all these weird moves in the fight scenes. But I think the fight scenes are really good. They're really lively. They're really inventive, actually. The bit when there's a big fight scene when they join forces with another couple of vampire hunters.
These two sort of super dudes, aren't they? Like,
yeah, and they're fighting this nest of vampires. And there is some very inventive kills in that scene. That scene is great.
It's very clever,
if that's what you want from a film, is some inventive vampire kills, then this will not disappoint.
I went, oh yeah, it's that actor who I can never remember his name, and he's the sort of like backstreet pawn shop owner, and he sell Jamie Foxx. So basically, in this, you sell vampire fangs for money, and Jamie Foxx needs some money because his wife is going to leave with his daughter and take her to somewhere else across the country. So he needs to get some money to pay for school uniform, clothes, blah 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 blah. And it's about, I always forget the actor's name, but he plays the devil, doesn't he, in Constantine, the Keanu Reeves one.
Yes, and he's in Fargo. He's one of the kidnappers in the Fargo movie, isn't he? Then he was in Minority Report. He's been in loads of stuff. Yeah.
I thought the vampires were utterly not scary at all. They were just cannon fodder, weren't they?
Yeah, generic bad guy. She's generic bad girl with a generic bad guy assistant, and their plan was all very generic, and I didn't really care. I just think just the idea of some funny banter with Jamie Foxx going around killing all these vampires, and Snoop Dogg popping his head in there and again for a few laid back jokes as well.
Did you get the Lost Boys reference?
No. Was that to do with garlic bombs or something?
Spoilers. There's a scene, there's a little line somewhere in the film, and Snoop Dogg says something like, "That's the trouble with Florida, too many vampires," or something like that, which of course is the end of the Lost Boys, isn't it? Do you remember that?
Oh no, I didn't pick that up.
In the Lost Boys, the grandpa right at the end says, "That's the problem with Palm Beach, all the damn vampires."
Oh, I didn't pick up on that. If they wanted to do a Lost Boy reference, I would have got. They should have had like a man with his shirt off playing the saxophone on the street corner.
Yeah, you're reading maggots, David. So yeah, do you know what? This will, if you're a 17-year-old boy with a couple of mates on a Friday night, this will be the best film you've seen. It's got that action vibe. Really good soundtrack, actually. I was.
Well, it no way passed the wife test because.
Oh God, no.
But it created a dad's test, and my son was watching it, and I sat down and watched it. Actually, biggest compliment I could say about this is I want another one.
Yes, I'd happily watch the second one.
They're sort of setting up a few extra characters. It kind of works like a prequel-y movie.
Buddy cop type, yeah.
Yeah, another one of those. Yes, please.
I'd actually go so far as if I had a friend round to stay, and I said, I'll stick this on. It was just a good kinetic.
Yeah, something I'm going to get a pen and paper to follow the plot or anything. There's nothing deep about it. Yeah, it is a open a beer sort of movie.
Easy peasy, yeah.